All right. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. So how long, how long is the parent supposed to take care, of their child if they're rich? So, I see it all going through my timeline today about Dr. Dre's daughter saying she's homeless. And I did a video not too long ago about Charleston White talking about Jackie Chan not leaving anything to his son, and on DJ Vlad. And now Vlad was talking about Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, like, yeah, just being a screw up. And, the prodigal son type thing, right? Where people squander their inheritance. And I gotta ask, like, this idea that a person is in their 20s and 30s, and because their parent is rich, that's the reason why they shouldn't be poor. And I gotta ask, like, I mean, just being honest about this, you are we living under the assumption that that parent didn't try to actually give that person a leg up? Now, there was an article, and I remember this article very vividly, like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, where they talked about even blacks born into the upper class or the middle class have a harder time. If that's the lifestyle they started at, the probability is to go downward and not up or stay on the same level. So I also get that, if your parents are rich and successful, that doesn't mean you're going to be rich and successful. You know what I'm saying? You might be on something else. That's not your path. You might, that what got them where they're at is probably not going to get you where you're at. If you go into the same business, yeah, maybe so. But if you don't, it's definitely a regular crapshoot. I get all that. But what I can say about this whole scenario is these parents normally do everything they can to give their kids a leg up. Best schools, private schools. And people, well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, actually it does. Actually it does. It gives you cachet. So if you put people in the best environments to learn, and some learn, some don't. You put people in the best environments for their environments to give them a network, and they know how to take advantage of that network. And some use it, and most don't. Most don't, of all races. That's why I had to make that video about the admission scandal. It was on Netflix about the rich parents who was buying their children's way into like Stanford and I want to say Columbia, and just buying their way into college, USC, stuff like that. So because their kids wasn't really up to snuff. But after that, okay, they're teenage. That's high school, grade school, high school. They get to college. These kids, probably their college education is paid for. So in that scenario, you could assume that teenagers, public or private, paid for, no debt. College, public or private, paid for, no debt. Probably when you hit the world as an adult, you're probably gonna get a few years to get it together. Because, and you might bring the gender aspect in it, because I remember not too long ago, people were tripping on Brian McKnight when he was talking about his sons. And his sons being younger than this young lady, and they didn't get it together. And these are they two grown men, right? So that's an issue. Now, fast forward, there's a whole nother aspect of this thing where you got somebody like Dr. Dre, and his child has kids. He's a granddad, right? And you got people who are, on both sides of the coin. You have people who are trying to get somebody's, how can I say this? The rich kid may try to get pregnant as a way to subsidize their life from their rich parent or somebody or some person that impregnates or gets somebody pregnant, you know, or get pregnant by somebody is thinking, oh, I'm gonna come up because they dad just got money or they mom got money. So at that point, at some point you got to cut it off. Like at what point is good for all of you people who it ain't none of your business? You know what I'm saying? Like at what point? Like, what if somebody told you, yeah, man, when I was an adult, I gave him at least $3 million, and then, well, they should never be homeless. Well, $3 million. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, they should have been straight with that. Yeah, like y'all have no idea what these parents have actually invested in these kids financially, and a lot of times people waste a lot of time, and take it a step further, you know. So you think these rich parents should accumulate all this wealth and their kids not know how to handle themselves as adults, and when they die, they inherit that? That would mean, what do you think is going to actually happen to the grandkids and the great grandkids? They ain't going to see a dime. So maybe, just maybe, sometimes this is what happens when you skip a generation. You go, you know what? Look, I had you. You're my kid. I raised you. I gave you all the tools to be successful, but you just didn't do anything with it. So, now I invested in you as a teenager, as a young adult, as an adult, and you just didn't do much with it. So, when I die, I'm skipping over you. Like, what's the problem with that? Like, how much do they have to do? Because a lot of people, if it was me, just give me 19,000 chances, I'm gonna figure it out. Shut up, because all that costs money. But like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Peace.